a business to grow as fast as you guys do? What do you guys think it is? Opportunity. Okay. Salespeople. Salespeople. And the reason I say this is because salespeople are the lifeblood of business. Sales are the lifeblood of business. So businesses fail for two reasons. What are they? Lack of money and a lack of sales. Those are the two primary factors that cause every business to go under. A lack of money, lack of sales. So what causes a lack of money? Lack of sales. What causes the lack of sales? I could give you a whole slew of reasons that causes the lack of sales. But you have to look at it from this perspective of great salespeople are what's caused this business to grow as it has. So who are our salespeople in the room? Raise your hand if you're a salesperson in this room. So you guys are all the crazy ones. You really are. So everybody, I want everybody to realize this, that when you look at how business works, you can have an owner who does everything right up here. Everything's perfect. You get the salespeople here. But business doesn't travel downward unless the salespeople do their job. This is why they're so important to a company. Because you don't have a business if you don't have sales. You have no business. It's the lifeblood of what you guys have here. You have to have sales. This is why it's so important not just to have sales, but to have excellent salespeople. And you guys obviously have that here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be the fastest growing company over the last 2 years. Now, I'll get to the rest of you. You guys are all part of the equation too. I didn't leave you guys out yet. I know you guys are like, come on, dude. What about us? What about us? I'm going to stab you. I'm going to take you out over there. But the reality is business is about sales. But salespeople, they're a little bit different breed. I call them the special forces of a company. They're the special forces. They're like the ninjas. I mean, they're just different in every single way. Most people hate rejection. How many people like to get rejected here? Raise your hand if you like to get rejected. Not very many people. How many salespeople get rejected every single day? Every day, all day long, it doesn't stop. So according to national sales statistics, it takes you an average 80% of the time, you don't close the sale until you've been rejected five times, up to 12 times. So you've got to learn to like rejection. So I know people, that's the biggest fear, and I've trained salespeople, their biggest fear is being rejected. They don't want to hear the word no. They're so scared of a 2-letter word called no. It's like, oh my God, I can't handle that. So have you ever seen someone, they look across the room, they see this really good-looking girl, this good-looking guy, like, man, I want to go talk to her, I can't wait. And then they're just sort of backing back in the room, you know. And they're scared to death to talk to him because they're afraid of what? They're afraid of being rejected. This is why salespeople are different. I mean, you're a different breed of people because you're not afraid of being told no. You're not afraid of falling flat on your face 10 times a day. So I think the average close rate here probably would be around 3 to 4 out of every 10, a 30 to 40% close rate. So you got to be willing to, every 10 people you call to be rejected 6 to 7 times and be told no. And then sometimes you got to just keep on asking and keep on asking and keep on asking and keep on asking and keep on asking. And not be afraid of going after that customer. That's what makes these guys great, is the fact that you're willing to chase your dream, you're willing to chase the goal, you're willing to chase the customer no matter what it takes. And sometimes, like I said, as salespeople, you live lying flat on your face sometimes. You go to work, and especially if you live just off of commission only. If you don't sell, you don't make money. But you guys all realize this, if they don't sell, there's no job for anybody. Their job is so valuable and so important to this company. This is the highest paid profession in the world. Sales is one of the highest paid professions in the world for the reason of what they do and what they can handle, the pressure that they can handle. Owners are great, but smart owners hire smart salespeople. Smart salespeople create business. When they create business, it's the trickle-down effect. But they got to learn to get up when it's hard, when they've been hit hard. Several years ago, I would say 10 years ago, my wife and I and my 3 boys, we took our 2 dogs out to Klondike Park. Anybody been out to Klondike Park? So go up the trail, go to the right, there's a lookout, keep on going up, it goes a little higher, there's a big hiking trail out there. We're up there on the trail, we just said, let's just go hike and let's go up a little bit higher. I said, no, nobody out here, let's just let our dogs off the leash, no big deal. So we let the dogs off the leash, and within 5 seconds, them 2 dogs, they've taken off running. Full speed, straight ahead. Now, one dog's a cattle dog and one dog's a Chesapeake Bay Retriever. So we're screaming at the top of our lungs, stop, stop. The one dog, which is 5 months older, Chesapeake, she just stopped and she, like a good dog, came back. And the other dog had no idea where that dog took off to. He's a cattle. He was probably chasing a cricket or something. Who knows? He's a cattle dog. So that dog, he's gone. Now we're running up this trail after we got the other dog on the leash, trying to find this dog. We can't find the dog anywhere. We're looking. We're staying on the trail versus getting off the trail, because you can continue going up higher and then there's a cliff that drops off. So we're just looking everywhere, and all of a sudden we hear somebody saying, "Is this your dog down here?" And we're like, and we can't figure out where it's coming from. All we can hear is this your dog?" So we hear it again, "Is this your dog?" So we keep on going. We hike up a little further. When I get up to the very top, I look to my right, and there's a goat standing there. There's just a wild goat standing out there on this edge. Then I can hear the lady yelling again, "Is this your dog?" So what I realized is that the dog took off after the goat cut right, and the dog kept going. 100 feet straight down. Oh yeah, now we're like, now they have our attention. They're yelling, "Hey, we're down here." So I told my wife, I said, "Look, just stay up here with the kids, and I'm going to go back down the trail, and I'm going to run down there." So this isn't a quick little get down the trail kind of deal here. I've got to go back down the trail. I go all the way to the end of the bluffs, get back on the canyon trail, come all the way back down. Now I'm doing this, and I get out there on the trail. I finally make the canyon trail, and I'm just sort of, I'm sorry guys, I didn't have the breath. I was just jogging versus running now at this point. Next thing you know, I look up and there's my wife. She's running right by me. And then there goes my oldest son running right by me. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought I told you to stay up here with the other people. She ran right on by me. See, she ran cross-country track. She can do that kind of stuff. I can't do that. So she makes it all the way down to where they are with the dogs, and there's a young 16-year-old boy there, and I was about 30 seconds behind. It took me just a little bit longer because I was more gasping for air by the time I got there. I had just give me a second. But a boy had stayed with the dog. I finally get down, and there's a lady there who was the boy's mother. She said, "Look, we're walking, and we can hear something up high, and we look up, and there's this dog falling out of the sky. There's just this dog coming down out of the air, and bam, he hit that ground. 100 feet is what he fell. So I could see the dog. He's just laying there on his side. You can see he's breathing. He's not moving at all. He's just laying there. And so my wife and my son are standing there with him. I walk over to the dog, and he jumps up. He gets all excited because they may have beat me there, but the dog liked me better. So let me tell you that. Okay, that's all there is to it. The dog liked me better. The dog actually just jumped up like it had to be pure adrenaline going through that dog's veins. It had to be pure adrenaline. That dog, he just jumped up like he was just going crazy when he saw me walk right up to him. Somebody called the park ranger, and the park ranger had come out, and we said, "Dude, you just got to give us a ride back. We can't, we don't want to walk all the way back there again." The dog jumped up in the back of the truck by himself. He was just, I'm like, "Dude, look at this. There's nothing wrong with this dog." We took him to the vet, got him checked out. He had a bruised hip and a busted lip. Is all that dog had. We couldn't believe it. So we've always called him our miracle dog. The cells are the same way. What's that? When you're in cells, is you fall flat on your face constantly. Sometimes you hit the bottom so hard, and the difference is what are you going to do when you hit the bottom? Because everybody in this company depends on the salespeople to do their part.